Welcome to the Rocket Right Show, starring Hurricane Betsy Barnes and Dr. K. Solar. Two busy blondes with their fingers on the pulse of all things Louisiana. Events, health, leisure, entertainment, and more. It's the Rocket Right Show. And now, here's Betsy and Kay.
Well, thank you for joining us on Rock It Right. This is actually the last show before the big election. So it looks like the next time that we do our show, we will have elected quite a few people. We just don't know how that's going to turn out, but we're looking forward to seeing the results and everybody getting out. We've got a great show for you. We're going to be talking with Senator Bill Cassidy in just a moment about some of the things that are important to Louisiana, not only the recovery from hurricanes, but also where we are with health care as one of 17 doctors in the U.S. Senate. And then we're also going to be talking with our great friend, Debbie Traylor, and she's going to be talking about women in business, especially the Louisiana Women in Business magazine. And then Kay and I are going to talk about a few spooky and fun things that are coming up in the next few weeks. And then Araina Carino with City Pork Brasserie Bar is going to join us in our last segment.
Absolutely.
So we do not want to hold up Senator Bill Cassidy. We want to get as much info as we can about what's going on in D.C. So thank you so much, Senator, for being with us. We do appreciate your time. We know this is a busy time for you.
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate being on the show with you.
So this has really been an odd time in Washington, D.C. with all the things that are going on with the Supreme Court nomination and vote. That was a really close vote, 52 to 48, I believe. But we have to cheer for that Louisiana woman, Amy Coney Barrett, congratulating her becoming the youngest Supreme Court justice.
We have to cheer for her, not just because she's from Louisiana, but because she brings incredible perspective and she brings incredible talent and incredible intellect. Think about it. She is the first first mother with school-age kids on the Supreme Court.
That is tremendous.
One of those children has disabilities. Two of those children are adopted, and they're adopted from Haiti. So if you're a mom at home right now and you're wondering, does anybody up there know my problems? I've got a child with Down syndrome, or I'm a working mom, or, I care about life and my kids are adopted, or I'm in a family that is multiracial. She gets it. She gets the whole ball of wax. And she's so smart. And not just smart, she's just kind of this incredible, settled personality, and you get a sense that nothing disturbs her. I figure if you come from a family of 9 kids, and you have, does she have 5 kids or something like that?
I think she has 7.
Yeah, between that, you better be settled or else you'll be crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I was very impressed with the way that she handled the questioning that was given to her, and I just thought, this woman has such grace and poise, and she was just extraordinarily intelligent in her answers and didn't take the bait, which I was really glad to see compared to some of the other hearings that we had. I'm sure you were too.
Well, sometimes when people are being very aggressive and angry with me, my tendency is to let them escalate me up. That never happened with her.
No.
Always very gracious. When Kamala Harris tried to get her to say some stuff, she goes, Senator Harris, you're trying to make a connection between two things that are unrelated. I'm not going to go there with you. These are unrelated, and so therefore this still remains my answer. As calm as she could possibly be, despite Senator Harris being very aggressive and trying to bait her.
And really, that's the personality that we need on the Supreme Court, don't you think?
Absolutely. We don't want somebody ruling in passion. We want somebody, as she said, to put their own feelings aside and to rule as the court would have it be, as the law would have it be. On the other hand, again, if I'm a mom and I've got children and I'm working and I want to know if anybody up there knows the troubles I have, she clearly knows them.
Well, I really do appreciate the fact she's from Louisiana and is able to juggle all of that. I think it's a great representation of the women of Louisiana. And we do appreciate your wife too, Dr. Laura Cassidy. She's another woman who is able to juggle quite a few different things and look very calm, poised, and graceful as she's doing it. Kay and I both appreciate her very much.
I appreciate you saying that. My wife, 20% of the people listening to us right now either have dyslexia or have a child with dyslexia. I have a child with dyslexia. And my wife has started a public charter school for children with dyslexia. So if your child is not able to handle regular school because they just don't read the same way, there's now a public charter school to help your child have their needs addressed. And by golly, that school would be there were it not for Laura. And I'm so proud of her and so thankful for all the children who benefit.
We're really proud of her too, because that school, Louisiana Key Academy in Baton Rouge, has really been a role model for so many of the other schools and programs around the country, not just in Louisiana, but around the country. And she was featured last year. The school was featured, and she was featured on CBS. And we really do appreciate all that she's done and you've done to bring dyslexia to the forefront. 1 in 5 children have dyslexia or some form of dyslexia, and so that is super important. One of the things that I wanted to ask you about is about a little bit closer to home. Of course, with Louisiana for many months, we were #1 in the country. We've now flattened our numbers, one of 6 countries flattening our numbers for COVID-19. We have had over 5,600 people that have died from COVID, but we have shut the economy down to help stop transmission. And so, you're just one of 17 doctors on a 100 seats of the Senate, U.S. Senate. And so it just seems like healthcare should be really a main focus going forward nationally. I thank you for doing that as a doctor. And I noticed as I looked through all the different doctors, including Dr. Ralph Abraham in the 5th District of our state, that we really do have a great representation in the U.S. Senate of a lot of different specialties, yours being gastroenterology. Where do you see us going next with COVID? Is there any light at the end of the tunnel regarding that on a state or national level?
Well, 2 or 3 things about it. There's actually 17 doctors in all of Congress, or something like that, and that's 535 people, and there's 3 doctors in the Senate. In my practice, I used to teach with teach medical students at the charity hospital system. I tell folks if your doctor's less than roughly 55, they probably heard my lectures on diarrhea and hepatitis. But I did a lot of public health and a lot of vaccination work, and so I'm kind of bringing that vaccine work to bear on this particular topic. So there's going to be a vaccine, it appears, available at least by the end of December, early January. We already have 10 to 20 million doses of that vaccine ready to go.
Wow.
So the first people vaccinated will be first responders, the doctors and the nurses and the lab techs and the ward clerks, the folks that do the maintenance. They will be vaccinated first to protect them, and next will be the folks in nursing homes. So if your mom's in nursing home, for example, she would be vaccinated to prevent her from having problems. But certainly by summer, but maybe by late spring, we will have a substantial amount of the people in the United States vaccinated for coronavirus. When that happens, you'll see infection rates go down, and as infection rates go down, so will the deaths that occur with it. And we'll begin to reopen our economy safely, because folks can be confident that if they take a vacation to New Orleans and stay in a hotel and eat in a restaurant, that they are not going to be infected because the infection rate is so low. And so I think we really are about at the point where we turn the corner, and that's good news.
That is great news. That's very encouraging. You've actually been in the Senate since 2015, and I think that's important for people to understand. And before that, you were our 6th Congressional District Congressman, and that seat is now held by Congressman Garrett Graves. A lot of people just might not realize that it takes our entire congressional delegation, you, Senator John Kennedy, to get the kind of aid and support that we have had through all of the storms, through all of the pandemic, and anything else that has happened and been thrown our way. You know, a lot of people don't realize that you've actually had 14 bills that have been enacted that you authored. And I think that's outstanding, and that's a higher number than most in the Senate. I just don't think that people realize how much you put into this, not only from your medical career, but just as a public servant.
Yeah, so I thank you for saying that. We've worked hard. I say we because I have folks who help me. But some of them, for example, we know that people are paying too much for prescription drugs.
Right.
There's lots of reasons why. But a pharmacist from Louisiana came and said, Dr. Cassidy, Senator Cassidy, do you know that by contract, I, the pharmacist, cannot tell a patient that it would be cheaper for her to pay cash than to pay her copay. The insurance company tells me that if I tell her it's cheaper to pay cash, I lose my contract with the insurance company and I lose that big book of business.
That's a shame.
The insurance company's gagging you so you can't tell a patient what's in her best interest? Senator Cassidy, that's true. We wrote a law that said that that was not allowed. It was my bill. The president signed it into law, and because a pharmacist came to speak to me, you now know or can know that it's cheaper to pay cash than your copay. By the way, I mentioned that to someone. He goes, it happened to me. Doctor prescribed me a blood thinner, and the blood thinner was $190, but it was only $70 if I paid cash. And I wouldn't have known if the pharmacist hadn't told me. We're making a difference.
I think that that's an important note, and I hate that we're running out of time, but I want to thank you for your time and for your service, and we look forward to having you again after the elections and being our guest. Thank you so much, Senator Bill Cassidy from Louisiana, and we'll be right back with Debbie Traylor talking about a few women in business.
Y'all, I'm Amanda Shaw. We all know Louisiana is as fun as all get out. So get out, take a road trip, and explore our state. Fill her up, then try a new restaurant that's as fun-loving as it is food-loving. Grab the family and take off for monumental adventures at our 21 state parks. Or take a magical minivan tour along our 19 scenic trails and byways. Louisiana's a trip. Take one today.
This is Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. Plan your road trip at LouisianaStaycation.com. Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. I've had my fair share of experiences with disasters, and I know Louisiana's helping one another is as much a part of our culture as gumbo and Mardi Gras. When it comes to disasters, you can help your community most by getting trained as a volunteer to help with the disaster recovery. For more information about this, visit the websites below and be prepared.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.
Surprise, something good has finally happened in 2020. Yours truly, the Clarence Bugg Show, gets to be with you every day of the week. That's right, 11 to 12 every weekday. And of course, the Exiles right in front of yours truly from 10 to 11, yours truly 11 to 12. So now it's appointment viewing. 5 days a week here on the Pelican. The Clarence Bugg Show. The only thing missing is you.
Hi, I'm Tony Acor with Southern Heirs Auction, Denham Springs, Louisiana. We've been professional estate liquidators for over 30 years. Please take time to join us for our weekly online sales on Facebook. If you need help, hit us up. We are often imitated but never duplicated. www.southernaires.com or Facebook at Southern Airs Auction. 500, but a good 4, but a good 300, a good 200, a good 2. I got 100 and a half, 100 and a half, 170.
And welcome back to Rock It Right. You know, we're always going to rock it right. We're very excited to have Debbie Gautreau Traylor with us. We're going to be talking about Louisiana Women in Business Magazine, our new sponsor. Don't forget to go look at Louisiana Business Magazine. There might be a little something in there that has our picture on it. And we are going to be also talking about some of the cool women and cool things to do right now going on in our area, including voting.
Yes. Including voting.
Voting.
Yeah. And so, have you voted yet?
I absolutely have
You're
voted.
an early
I always
voter.
vote early. I always do.
How about you, Debbie?
No, I love going the day of and standing in line. It's a tradition. So.
And you know, I'm that person too, and I love the voting place that's near my house.
Yes.
And so I'm
school.
going on Election Day as
Me
well.
too.
Me too.
Well, we want to thank our sponsors for being so good to us and for making our show possible. And so we would like to thank Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center. They've just done a phenomenal job year after year supporting our show. We also want to thank Southern Airs Auctions, Tony Acord, LouisianaTravel.com. Louisiana's a trip, take one. VolunteerLouisiana.gov. If you need help, or you want to donate, or you want to help through the Louisiana AmeriCorps program, please go to volunteerlouisiana.gov. Advantage Health Solutions has been our sponsor for well over a year. If you or someone you love is having difficulty with opioids or heroin addiction, Dr. Boyd Michael Helm would love to help you. We also have a new sponsor that we are thrilled about, and that is City Group Hospitality,
Yay.
City Pork, City Slice, Rouge Creole, City Pork Catering, and opening soon, Beau Soleil. And we're going to be talking about
Yum.
that in our later segment. And am I forgetting somebody? Oh, how could I forget? Stuart and Renee Selassie. That's right. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts. I really didn't forget.
I know you didn't.
If you're smart,
you were
won't,
saving them for last.
That's right. You won't forget to go to Selassie's, to go online, to go on Facebook, to see some of the beautiful things that they have. Tonight's jewelry du jour is a beautiful 14-karat gold necklace, ring, and bracelet. Of course, you can buy them separately. You can buy them together. Gold looks good on everyone. And this is
Especially
like a
blondes.
real, especially blondes. That's right.
I think I'm going to get Alan to look at it.
That's right, because we're three busy blondes and we love gold. So we do appreciate Stuart and Renee Selassie, Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the Antique District of downtown Denham Springs. So we are really looking forward to talking a little bit more about supporting businesses in and around our area.
Laura Soooo Events, who did our website. If folks haven't been on it, need to check out our website,
That's right.
rockitright.com. And
Laura Soooo is going to be on a future show, and she is really a super talented corporate event, wedding, special occasion planner, but she also does web design and marketing, and she's multi-talented. So Laura Soooo Wynn, we do appreciate her sponsorship as well.
And you heard Debbie say weddings.
Weddings.
They're back in
Are we
style
talking
now.
about weddings?
They're back in
Bridal?
style now.
That's right. Debbie's
After
Bridal.
COVID, people are getting married again.
That's right. I went to Debbie's Bridal, and let me tell you, she has the most gorgeous special occasion gowns, mother of the bride gowns, bridal gowns, and you're not going to see this rack after rack after rack like you would at maybe some of the big box or chains. You really need to go see
And
it.
the bottom line is shop local.
Shop
I have
local.
homecoming,
Yes.
prom, pageant, debutante, mothers, and bridal, and I have one of a kinds. I deal with the manufacturers, and they buy so much when they do purchase their stock that they have 2,000 dresses left over. Never pictured, never out there. You come to Debbie's, and you're going to see it.
Well, you often dress the best dressed ball.
Oh, yeah.
people that go and people that are being honored. So
And
We
every
hope
year-
that we get
and the
back to
cancer-
having some of those
Some
events
of those
where we can
Yes,
all
we
dress
have
up and
to.
go out and
The
see
cancer
peeps
ball, the
again.
Mardi Gras, pageant girls. I've been in pageants all my life, so I'm a coach and I help the pageant girls out, and they feel comfortable coming to me so they don't see their dress on the runway or.
Well, and you also can customize it a little bit if it needs a little tailoring
Absolutely.
or customizing.
Absolutely.
And it's so important, even if young ladies are not so much interested in pageants, sometimes it never hurts to give a little etiquette or polish on how to carry yourself in a long gown, because most often we don't wear those every day.
I do
Although
that.
we wish we
all
could.
the time.
Well, and
That's part of my selling thing.
And you were featured
Yeah.
as a Louisiana
That's right.
businesswoman in Louisiana Women in Business magazine that just came out, their very first issue
that's right.
hit the stands here like about a week ago,
And,
right?
your friend,
Exactly.
and your friend Tabitha Vilardo has done a beautiful job with this.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they're free. You can come by the store and pick up your copy. I know they're all over. Also, it's virtual on the internet.
So you can go to Louisiana
go get a flip
Women
book.
in Business and check out the entire magazine and look at all the women who are really, making their mark on business in the state of Louisiana, not just in Baton Rouge,
That's
but
right.
around the entire state.
Exactly.
And I know she's just started distributing them in Baton Rouge and the surrounding area, and
Right.
she's going to be hopping to a lot of the other cities in the
Right.
states to get this magazine out there,
Right.
highlighting women in business.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. And there are a lot more women that do have their own business. As far as me, I refer to other businesses. That's my gig. And, women have to help women. Businesses have to help businesses. This is what really Pelican's about, is
That's right.
helping
And-
local businesses get back on track. So if you want to advertise,
Absolutely.
you got to advertise with these people. We have other shows to advertise with. Call me, call Pelican, call Betsy, call Kay.
And that's one of the great things too. We Partners One.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Our
That's right.
studio,
Our studio sponsor, Partners
who has
One.
so many businesses that really have helped each other out during the COVID time, where they're able to use Moxie Cash. And I'm going to have to say that I did that today for the first time. I used my Moxie dollars, and I'm going to be showing y'all what I bought with it in the next segment.
Oh, I
I'm
can't wait
saying
to
it
see
might
that.
be tasty,
I'm gonna
and we
tell you,
might share it.
My
around, but it was
employees
very
got
easy.
Moxie money, okay? Instead of giving them commission on selling a dress, so they treated everybody equal. I gave them Moxie money. If they needed tires, or if they needed their windshield was broken, or if they needed, there's so many things on there that you can get fixed. That they have their front door project right now,
Yes.
so
The
they're working on
storefront
that.
project, you might have seen all over social media, the storefront project BR and New Orleans and the North Shore, where they help businesses show when they opened, what they opened with, what specials they were offering. And the Moxie dollars is just a barter currency. So let's say, for example, that we go to City Pork, which we do often. We can use our Moxie dollars to buy brunch, to have a meeting, to do
Absolutely.
catering, that type of thing. I mean, so it's so important. And actually, Pelican Broadcasting kind of connects all of those together. Guarantee Media, we're on Talk 107.3 FM and have been. They're also a Partners One member. There's a lot of different Partners One members that you might not realize, but if you go to partnersone.com, you can look it up.
They also have now where you can buy gift cards. We all need support, so you can buy gift
Local
cards
business.
from local businesses.
Yes.
Help them pay their rent. Help them through this trauma. And we're looking forward to the future, and that's helping me out, to pay my rent, get on further, and other businesses are doing the same. And so that's a great, great company.
I mean,
to be
and
with.
just like we said at the beginning of COVID, Same things right now, because everybody's not back and running. Some are a little further along than others, but if you can support local businesses, your favorite places, so that they're here in 2021.
Buy
I saw
gift
this
cards.
week that it was Independent Music Venue Week. You know, because so many, they're saying, if things don't open up, and I'm glad you asked Senator Bill Cassidy about what he foresaw with things opening up and in the future from COVID, because they said if this continues into 2021, 90% of your favorite music venues that are independent around the country will be closed. So if you have a favorite place you love to
That's
go
my
listen to
passion,
music,
too.
and that's one of your passions too,
Yes.
as a singer, and so you know how important that is. Support local,
They are
support
so
independent
dying
businesses,
and want to be back on stage.
As soon as things open up and we can
So buy
have
gift
music
certificates.
venues.
Buy gift cards.
Gift cards.
Buy gift cards. You can trade gift cards. And I tell you what,
It'd
Partners
be like
One,
trading baseball cards, Betsy.
It is like trading baseball cards. I'd like that.
It's even better.
That's right.
It keeps them
One,
open.
you can go
It keeps
do
them
something.
open.
That's
Yes.
right. Partners One is celebrating their 20th anniversary, and when they couldn't have a big celebration, they decided instead to sponsor our studio so we could highlight every single week businesses in and around the greater Baton Rouge area and in our listening area and viewing area of 22 parishes across South Louisiana from Mississippi to Texas border to be able to share the Better Barter. So Better Barter for Baton Rouge, 4,500 members across the Southeast.
It's crazy.
Beyond our state, 700 in the greater Baton Rouge area. And Debbie's just one of those examples. Debbie actually is involved with multiple businesses.
Exactly.
And so we are also involved in other businesses.
And it's been exciting.
It is.
Ditsy bonds.
Women-
Wait, wait. Is that
Women
what
love to juggle. We love to
Busy
juggle.
bonds.
We do.
Yes.
And so it's really important that we support local and we support each other.
Local businesses.
That's right. And hang with us because we're going to be right back.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
gonna be
we're going to see
talking
what I
about a few
bought with
fun
my
things.
Moxie dollars, and let's say it could just be a tasty treat. And we're going to have way more tasty treating to tell you about in the last segment when we talk about City Pork Brasserie and Bar and what they got coming up. Some new menu items and a great wine dinner. So y'all don't go anywhere and hang with us.
Hang with us.
We'll see you soon.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.
I was diagnosed October 19th. I immediately started with multitude of scans, and then I was having an 8-hour surgery. My biggest concern was my family and being able to see me come home every day and know everything is going to be okay. I felt comfortable that I was being treated by some of the best. There were some scary points along the way, but it's just kind of like been a little blip in the road.
Money, wellness, fun. Rocket Right Radio takes you all across Louisiana and the nation with guests who live life to the fullest.
I'm Hurricane Betsy Barnes.
I'm Dr. Kay Solar.
You're gonna love it.
Join us every week when we cover
Everything under the sun.
Live and learn with the Wright sisters.
Politics,
health,
music and entertainment.
local agnet.
Rocket Right Radio. You're gonna love it.
Hello guys, it's Debbie. It's time. I've got a brand new location. 10510 Airline Highway, Baton Rouge, next to After 5 Tuxedos. We have the perfect spot to get all your wedding and formal wear needs. Come see our one-of-a-kind name brand and get great prices. With 30 years experience, the best customer service anywhere. It's Debbie's Bridal, Airline Highway, Baton Rouge. See you soon.
Hey y'all, I'm Amanda Shaw. We all know Louisiana is as fun as all get out. So get out, take a road trip, and explore our state. Fill her up, then try a new restaurant that's as fun-loving as it is food-loving. Grab the family and take off for monumental adventures at our 21 state parks, or take a magical minivan tour along our 19 scenic trails and byways. Louisiana's a trip. Take one today.
This is Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. Plan your road trip at LouisianaStaycation.com.
Show. I'm Dr. Kay Solar in the house with Hurricane Betsy Barnes and Debbie Traylor hanging out with us for some more fun.
Yeah.
And we are 3 fun witches.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
because
That's right. Beware of the blonde witches. You know what I'm saying?
because Betsy and I said we're going to talk voting, Halloween, and hurricanes. We've been having a little bit of all about that.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, here. But our medical segment is brought to you each week by Mary Bird Perkins, Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Center. I want to give a little bit of health, medical stuff going on first, because I always love to see what kind of months it is. And we know it's been Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and a lot of folks they really associate October with that. We hope all the women have gone out, made sure that they're up to date with their mammograms and taking care of their screening. And so I've got a little bit of pink on here. You see my pink skull? So I'm like going voodoo doll, pink skull.
I've done it. You've done it. You've done it. I know you're up on that.
Absolutely. And so what else is going on this month? Well, one, it's Emotional Wellness Month.
Well, we got a lot to be emotional
think about our emotions, because we got a lot about it. It is Eat Better, Eat Together Month. Now, I wish we could eat together with more people next to each other and all the time, but I'm going to tell you, I did go to the Halloween wine dinner at Rouge Creole, and I'm going to say,
I hate that I missed
that was, and I know you had to be taking care of business with work.
I had to take care of business.
But it was fantastic. The wines were great. The food was great. So I did eat well. And
it was how many courses?
It was 5 courses
and 5 bottles of wine that Stickney Church with Rouge Creole came and previewed for us.
Yes, and they have the best looking covers on the wine. And one of the women's group that came, they all dressed as one of those bottles of wine. They had the, pretty artistic logo on the front. They had cork heads. It was really a hoot.
Fun.
It was where you could wear your stuff. And I was not a witch. I was from the Wild Wild West.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a little...
were you Mae West or somebody wild?
We need that mentally, you know?
Absolutely.
Every month we need something like that.
We do.
So, but did you also know that it's Bat Appreciation Month? And I'm going to tell you a little story, because if you did not know this, a friend of mine, her house got infested with bats in Nashville, and you cannot have somebody come and get rid of them during the particular month, like sometimes in August or September. You just she had to move out of her bat because it was against the law to try to get rid of the bats. I think it's when they're having their babies or something.
Who made that
That's kind of crazy. I don't know. That's up in Nashville, not here. But it's also Halloween Safety Month, and we know that. And I was really surprised. I want to share some of these statistics. They're back from 2013, but I was shocked because they said on Halloween, there was an estimated in that year, and that's been a while since this data was done, but 6,100 pedestrian deaths.
Oh my
God. 160,000 non-fatal pedestrian accidents with motor vehicles. And so really when you're out, some of the stuff in the safety said, of course, make sure you're in a group. Don't be walking alone.
Right.
Make sure that maybe your costume
be reflective
glows.
or something.
Make sure that you don't have on a mask where you can't see what you're doing or where you're going. But of course, Halloween is different this year, and I want to talk a little bit about that because it's also different depending on what parish you're in our state.
Our neighborhood has neighborhood participation, so we definitely
I know
are out
in
and about.
And I know in Ascension they said Halloween was going to be observed on Halloween night from 6 to 8 p.m., but I understand some of the parishes are having no Halloween trick-or-treating.
It might be safer to just have a little get-together at your house with other families with kids.
Absolutely, because that's kind of dark if you're not going around in a little wagon with the lights, and certainly I think it will be experienced by a lot of folks different. So that's one of the things that's been really cool about the different dinners and the things that you could go to. Small groups, still dress up, have a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
You're never too old to dress up.
That's right. You can tell.
And the kids love dressing up, so they need that mentally. You know, this is like something. It's like homecoming or prom.
Year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I did as a child.
Absolutely. Even my mother, who's 88, usually thinks about. She thinks about what she's gonna wear, and she thinks about it a lot for Halloween each year. And I'm gonna tell you, she was the mean lady.
Kay's mom still wears high heel shoes.
Oh
no! After she broke one of her little pelvis bones, I mean, I did have to get her not wearing wedges.
Her mom was very festive and dressy and sassy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was Cruella de Vil one year, and it was the best costume ever. I mean, it was pretty crazy. She still loves it and loves to plan for that. But it's on a game day, so our friends at Point Marie have an amazing Halloween plan because it's game day, and they've been putting together where you can have game day watch parties.
Wow, that's great.
You can get a wristband and experience everything they have, and they have the game on the big screen TV, which is going to start at 2:00 for this weekend, and will be over in time for those that are trick-or-treating from 6 to 8. But they have everything out there for them. And one of our favorite peeps with spiked scoops is going to be serving. He's going to have the
spiked scoops.
He's going to have that boozy ice cream, and he's made some special flavors for them. And I think we have a flyer that shows their special flavors that we can show you guys. I think there's a witch's brew, and just lots of really, really cool things that you're going to want to.
He's very creative with ice cream, and it is delicious. It's for adults.
It's like an art form.
It's not kids' ice cream.
Oh,
but he will probably have some kids' ice cream. As he said, I got some that's not spiked, but he's known for his spiked ice cream. And then we're really excited too because my son CJ Solar and Brent Anderson, another hit writer from Nashville, are going to be playing before the game.
Yay!
Before the game. So what time does the CJ Solar Brent Anderson concert start? Because you're going to want to go.
We have to go.
Baton Rouge area.
All the festivities start around 11 o'clock, so they'll probably start playing somewhere short after that and play until game time. And CJ had his second #1 as a songwriter this week.
This writing.
Some Girls, which was really exciting. So
we love hearing good things.
You're proud.
I'm very proud because it's hard to ever even get a #1 as a songwriter.
We were talking about it before the show. Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. And Brent has so many cuts too from different artists. His #1. Lonely Tonight, that was the duet with Blake Shelton and Ashley Monroe.
Wow.
Yeah, that went #1.
I'm impressed, Kay.
So CJ will have to do Ashley's part, so that's always interesting. He won't wear the sparkling tank top as he's done before.
I'll have to get up there and sing with him.
Well, you might have.
You should come 11 o'clock at Point Marie.
I'd love to.
And they're going to have food by walk-ons, food trucks, and you can get a $100 bar tab from their walk-ons bartenders if you win the Halloween dress-up contest. I don't know if this will do it, but
you're going to have to go a little farther out than that, Kay. I don't think just the hat.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm going to go crazy.
People
LSU
go
fan.
all out.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be, kind of whackadoodle, almost like if I was going to a Bingle Bells luncheon.
We love Bingle Bells. We can't wait till they come back.
I've been missing on that.
That's right. That's going to be a lot of fun, and it's exciting to see somebody's career take off. And we've been doing the show since CJ was in college and before he was ever signed with Seagale Records, and that's Brad Paisley's publishing company.
Wow.
It's just, it's so many great things. Not only just to see somebody from Louisiana make it big, but it's really great to see a friend's son make it big.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And we've got lots of talented
and
Louisiana
know that he
folks that
paid his dues.
Awesome.
There's a lot of people that pay their dues and haven't gotten recognized, and thank God for him
You
that
know,
he's
it's
paid
one
his
of
dues
those
and it's worked
things,
out.
you know, and still there's a lot more climbing to do constantly.
Look, one day
and,
CJ's going to make it to be inducted into the Louisiana Music Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Well, I hope that
and
day
we'll
comes.
have the
That would be
museum
really
then.
cool.
That's right. That's right.
We'll
We'll
have the
have the
building.
Louisiana Music Hall of Fame Museum.
Yeah.
Maybe more than one place, and that's a great opportunity.
And look, you guys, I forgot to tell you what I bought with my Moxie dollars. I saw in the email that came from Partners One as a member that they did Halloween king cakes. And who wants to wait till king cake season to have it, right?
Not me.
Not me.
So Halloween king cakes. Oh man, if y'all can see this, it is all
Look at
fabulously
that.
decorated,
I
and it's
love
from
king
the
cake.
Heavenly Donut. And they
know,
now have a
that's such a
location
good
that's
place.
near me.
It's the THEE Heavenly Donut.
Yes, because and it's
Wow.
heavenly. And we're going to snack on this after we finish
We're gonna
talking,
eat the
for
whole
sure.
thing.
What flavors did you get? What's the inside of the king
I
cake?
think it's just decorated pretty.
Oh, okay.
You know, it looks like it might have some cream cheese in there. I haven't dug into it yet because I was waiting for y'all.
My
and I'm
favorite.
definitely going to get rid of the veil so that I don't get it all up in here with me on that. But I can't wait, and I want everybody to hang with us because we're so excited that we have City Pork Brasserie and Bar manager talking about their upcoming wine dinner, because you know I got to make me a wine dinner. It's going to be a South American wine dinner. It's going to be fantastic. They've also got some new items on their menu that we're going to hear about tonight. Something I haven't
brunching and
tasted yet.
luncheon. We love brunching and luncheon.
You guys
at City
do
Pork.
too much of that. I'm at Debbie's Bridal.
No, you just got to come with us. Just come with us. You'll love it. You will love it.
I
It's
have to
so
get a
good.
worker.
It's so good. And we've got some really cool guests coming in our next few shows. We've pretty much solidified that we'll be also on Talk 107.3 FM going into 2021. Pelican
Amen.
Broadcasting 2021.
Yes.
We're going to keep introducing you to amazing business owners that make our wonderful state the great place to live that it is, even in hurricane season.
Absolutely, because we've
Absolutely.
had enough of those, and I'm wondering what happens. Hopefully, we can't get
This
past
is
the
it.
Greek alphabet, because I don't know where we go. That they're going to have to start naming everyone after you. No, that's not going to
No,
happen.
this is it.
We're changing her name to Bubbly Betsy, and
That's
we
it.
also want to really remind everyone: make sure that you go vote, and so that your
Vote.
voice is heard, and that we go into 2021 as a great year as a state.
That's exactly right. And we're going to be right back. Hang with us, and we're going to be talking with Araina from City Pork, and it's going to be a good time.
We might drink some wine. Just saying, to go with this king cake.
All right.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. I've had my fair share of experiences with disasters, and I know Louisianans helping one another is as much a part of our culture as gumbo and Mardi Gras. When it comes to disasters, you can help your community most by getting trained as a volunteer to help with the disaster recovery. For more information about this, visit the websites below and be prepared.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.
Surprise, something good has finally happened in 2020. Yours truly, the Clarence Bugg Show, gets to be with you every day of the week. That's right, 11 to 12 every weekday. And of course, the Exiles right in front of yours truly from 10 to 11, yours truly 11 to 12. So now it's appointment viewing. 5 days a week here on the Pelican. The Clarence Bugg Show. The only thing missing is you.
Hi, I'm Tony Acor with Southern Heirs Auction, Denham Springs, Louisiana. We've been professional estate liquidators for over 30 years. Please take time to join us for our weekly online sales on Facebook. If you need help, hit us up. We are often imitated but never duplicated. www.southernheirs.com or Facebook at Southern Heirs Auction. 500, but a good 4, but a good 300, a good 200, a good 2. I got 100 and a half, 170.
I had a meeting with Dr. Barfield, and it kind of just hit me. It probably is cancer. After the surgery, I wasn't scared anymore. I was looking forward to getting started with chemo. Not one time did I get a nurse in a bad mood. I was here for 5 hours at a time, and I did not dread coming. To get people from around the country to come to Baton Rouge, and that says a lot right there, that this place is cutting edge.
And you're back with the Rocket Right Show. I'm Dr. Kay Solar in the house with Hurricane Betsy Barnes. And as you see, we are no longer witches, but we might turn back into them this weekend.
We can turn quick.
Yeah, like that, because you're bewitched. That's right. But I'm very excited, and we haven't even tasted the wine yet, that we have with us Araina Carino from City Pork Brasserie Bar, the manager there, and y'all have some new menu items.
Yes.
There's something I haven't eaten there yet.
Not for long, I'm sure.
That's true.
We do like to stop by now and then.
Yeah, we're doing some new fall, winter items for the menu. We have a stuffed quail. We have a porchetta. It's like a pork belly that's stuffed with cornbread dressing. Some new cocktails as well with apple, cinnamon, clove, all those kind of.
That's what I gotta like.
I'm sitting here thinking, no, we don't want that. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So, are there any warm drinks?
So we do have one kind of hot toddy type drink, but it's with a spiced rum, hot water, lemon, cinnamon. It's called the
It sounds
Heart
like
Warmer.
it would make us well.
The heart warmer. I love that.
Heart
name.
warmer.
Yes.
I love that.
That's awesome. So you've been on our show before, and we always love coming there. Now, we probably mentioned that a few times so far on the show, but it's a very warm, casual atmosphere. We enjoy just coming in, dressed as you are, and sometimes to entertain with other people. But we always feel very welcome there, and that's one thing that your staff does very, very well. Is they always make you feel like you're kind of at home, but it tastes a little bit better, and there's no dishes for us involved.
It definitely tastes better than what I make at my home.
For you.
So
That's better.
And Kay got me hooked on their family dinners that feed 4 to 6 during the whole time of COVID, because you could order 2 meats, 2 sides, and some other things, and then they were delivering to neighborhoods, which I'm so fascinated by that they did that, and that really helped a lot of families get things that from something a little more festive and tasty than what they were kind of tired of cooking at home during the time we were at home. But y'all do some amazing catering too.
Even after those deliveries, like now that take-home meal has become even more popular. Like before COVID,
I think people got used to it.
We had it, but like it was like a few a week. Now we have like at least 10 a day.
I think that's because people got in the know.
Right.
Well,
definitely.
They're $38, and they are more food than you could buy for $38 and cook. And it's all delicious, all delicious,
Well,
and a great variety.
Talk about, because as I said, I went to the recent wine dinner for Halloween at Rouge, which was fantastic.
As did
But yes, we saw each other there. We did. Because I know you were just getting some ideas for the wine dinner coming up there at the City Pork Brasserie and Bar.
She was doing research,
doing work research. But I love the idea. This one is a South American wine dinner theme. So let's talk a little bit of what folks could expect.
We're doing 5 courses, and we have a few different countries. We have plates from Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, and then the wines from those same countries as well to pair with it.
I think that's going to be amazing, and just so folks' mouths start to water, because I want to I'm going to cheat here, but I'm going to look at this. Yeah, the first course is going to be from Peru.
There we go.
Yeah, so it's like you're traveling around the world when you can't, and so you can just go there. But it's Gulf shrimp, roasted red pepper, cilantro, pickled corn, roasted sweet potato, plantain, avocado cream. It was such amazing flavors all together. And it's going to be with a Chardonnay, paired with a Chardonnay from Argentina. So I think that, to start off, is going to be awesome. Second course, I probably can't even, pronounce this, from Argentina. Let's see how I butcher this. I'm not even going to go with the name of it, but it's going to be speckled trout. Okay.
Okay.
How about that? It's going to be speckled
I don't know how to say
trout.
that one either, so
well,
thanks for not
No.
asking.
And just the way that it's just on the plate, plated, and just so unique.
The presentation is always beautiful. The other wine dinner that we
fantastic.
went to previously at City Pork was just fantastic.
It's amazing, and it's going to have a Pinot Noir from Argentina paired, and then you are not going to go home hungry from this. Lamb cazuela chili and stew. How did I do with that?
I think that sounds about
Did
right.
that sound about right? So some pulled lamb shank with heirloom tomatoes, roasted garlic, oregano, and butternut squash. So you all are adding also a little bit of a fall flavor with a lot of these things. And one of my husband's favorite paired with a Cab Franc from Chile.
Yes.
So Cab Franc's really, really great. Then if you're a meat lover,
and
you're going to love this because, the fourth course from Argentina is beef short rib asado, a slow roasted beef rib, which y'all's ribs are fantastic. Oh my gosh. The ones on the menu, the honey, is it honey barbecue ribs? Is that what they are? But anyway, it's honey and it's the peaches, barbecue peaches. One of my husband's favorites.
It sounds crazy, but it's crazy good.
Oh, it is crazy good. It is crazy good. But this is great with some sweet peppers, some queso fresco, and it is going to be with one of my favorite wines. I have not had this one, but it is a Malbec from Argentina, and of course, Argentina is known for their Malbecs.
Well, that's good because that's what I brought.
Oh my goodness! Well, thank you for bringing my favorite. Does that mean that we're going to get a little pre-sample taste?
Kate loves a good Malbec,
and it is going to go so
she's been
well with this
studying
Halloween
wines.
Kingcake because it actually goes good with everything.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Just saying.
A Malbec goes good with Kingcake.
I think
here's
so.
a successful wine dinner once again.
For sure. And so we need to say the date. It's November the 5th, which is a Thursday night.
Thursday at 6:30. It's only $75 for the 5 courses.
That's a great deal.
Yeah.
And how do people?
That's delicious.
Make reservations, get tickets, what they need to do to make sure,
Right.
because the one at Rouge sold out. And so I'm sure that this will sell out too before the
think
date of
so.
the event. So how do
And
people
November
need to
5th is right around the corner.
It is
Right.
next week.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
November is already here. Who would think? But it is after Halloween. I'm just saying. So November comes after Halloween. But it just does. It just feels like the time is really, moved along.
I can't
this
believe this
fall.
year we're already in November, and November 5th is a great way to start off your November and going in. And maybe there's somebody you want to just take and say thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for being a great son, daughter.
We are
family
actually
member.
taking both of our boys.
Yes.
Oh, to the wine dinner?
We are.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, 2 of the 3. CJ's in
We got
Nashville.
2 of the 3. Yeah, CJ's in Nashville, but the
maybe
other 2 that
I'll
are
do
here
with
at
my
home.
son. But my son is not a big wine drinker. He really isn't. But I think he would enjoy the food very much. So you don't
Mine
have to
aren't
enjoy
big
the
wine
if you just
drinkers
wanna
either,
do-
but they love a little wine and they love a lot of food.
They do.
So they're really excited about this dinner. And then you can't finish a dinner without an amazing dessert. And this one, talk about peaches, baked peaches, sponge cake, and meringue. It has a fancy name that I can't pronounce either, and I'm not going to go
I
there.
will learn how to say it that day.
This is a very good Malbec. And I think this would be delicious.
It also has a wine from Uruguay, which that's going to be very cool. It says it's a bodega Tannet Grand Reserve. That usually means it's extremely grand and rare, right? When it says reserve.
That's actually the most expensive wine that we got for this event, and I'm really excited about
and
it.
they're saving it for last. So
will any of the wine merchants be there to talk a little bit more? I really love that they explain about the wines and what they go well with in addition to whatever you're serving.
No, Taylor Allen from Vino was definitely going to be there. He's going to go over the wines, and then the chef will talk about the food, and Taylor will walk around and answer any questions, and even sell extra bottles if we have them afterwards. If you have some favorites. I know they did that at Rouge.
So what about your chef? Tell us a little bit about your chef and his name, because we want people to know who is making all this delicious.
Yeah, so
food.
Chef Rory, I mean, he's great. I just told him the theme of this dinner, and he had all the courses like planned.
Very creative.
Within a few days. So creative. We just did the Italian wine dinner last time, and that was a huge hit. We closed the whole restaurant. We had 60 people. So it's just getting better and better. So we have 30 so far, but I know there'll be a ton of last minute reservations and tickets sold. You can go on the website. It links you to our 7 rooms, and you can buy the tickets straight from there, or you can call and then you can pay when you get there as well.
And so, of your menu right now, what are your favorites?
On the regular menu?
On the regular menu.
Okay, I would still probably have to say the rabbit and dumplings. It's a classic. It's been on there since the beginning. Love
Tell
that.
us a little bit more. Talk foodie to us.
So it's like pork dumplings with a rabbit's like kind of broth stew on top. There's some Asian seasoned coleslaw. It's served in a hot skillet. It's really bubbly and warm, really rich. Can't go wrong. It's delicious.
It sounds really good. I've not had that.
Have you had it?
You know, I have not tried that.
Wow.
One of my boys has had that, though. Some of
Okay.
us have had
Next time.
almost everything. So, yeah. So I can't, I'm just a cheese board girl a lot.
Right.
We love
'cause
the
they have the best,
charcuterie.
They have the best
We do. We
charcuterie
really do.
boards and those wild boar flautas.
The flautas are really
Those
good.
are a couple of my favorite things. And then when I'm trying to be healthy,
Which is all the time.
We have good
which
salads.
is
The
90%
salads
of the
are
time.
good.
No. I go with that barbecue salmon.
Oh, the salmon.
It is amazing.
And now we're switching that dish a little bit.
Very healthy.
It's still the same barbecue salmon, but we're doing root vegetables instead of that corn makshu.
See? Okay,
But
so
so
I'm gonna
now
have
it's
something
even
different.
a little
So-
healthier, a little more fall winter.
I
But
like
the
it.
corn makshu is delicious.
Just
I like
seasonal.
it.
It'll be back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, we have just a little bit of time left, and we still want to make sure that folks know to get out and get their vote on, because the time we come on next week, we may or may not have election results, but we will have had an election. So,
That's right.
so let's hope that
It
we
may
have some
be-
results.
It may be weeks before we get the actual official results, depending on.
So, Betsy said she was an early voter. I'm a day of on election day voting. Are you early or?
I'm a day of.
Or day of.
Yeah.
You're a day of girl too. So
I'm too afraid
there's-
something will happen on the day of and I won't be able to make it for some odd reason. So, I want to make sure that my vote counts. And I'm not interested in voting by mail. Personal choice. I'm
Yeah.
interested in voting in person for this particular
Well, I like
election.
it's it's a special occasion when we get to go, and vote. And another reason to, after you vote, go and eat at City Pork.
Go celebrate.
So we'll be celebrating. Get your tickets. I've already got mine. I'll be there. And you can just go to citypork.com, click under events, click on City Pork Brasserie Bar, because that's the location and it's on Jefferson Highway. And click on that location, click events. It will take you to do your reservations, and that's November the 5th. And we're going to be having a good time. And
That's
so
right.
if you're
going to rock it,
make sure you rock it right at City Pork. Thank you so much for being with us, Araina Carino.
Thank you for having me.
Since the early 1800s, the Selassie family has played a significant role in the retail industry in Louisiana. Stuart Selassie has achieved the Certified Diamond Graduate designation from the prestigious Gemological Institute of America. What that means to you, whether it's appraisals, design, build, repair, or diamond sales, you have an expert you can count on. At Selassie's, you make all the right choices. Selassie Jewelry and Fine Gifts in the heart of the Denham Springs Antique District. Find them on Facebook.